Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by bamboo forests, there lived an old bamboo cutter named Takatori. One day, while cutting bamboo in the forest, he noticed something extraordinary. Among the ordinary stalks, one bamboo stem seemed to glow faintly. Intrigued, he approached it, and as he cut through the stalk, he was amazed to find a tiny, radiant baby girl, no bigger than the size of his hand. Her skin glowed like moonlight, and her eyes sparkled like stars. The bamboo cutter, astonished by this miracle, hurried home to his wife. "Look what I've found!" he said, holding the tiny girl in his hands. The couple decided to raise the girl as their own, naming her Kaguya. As Kaguya grew, so did her beauty. By the time she was a young woman, her radiance and grace surpassed all who lived in the village. People came from near and far, hoping to catch a glimpse of her. It wasn't just her outer beauty that captivated everyone, but her mysterious aura. There was something ethereal about her, something otherworldly, that made people wonder if she was truly human. Despite the admiration she received, Kaguya was often melancholic. Every night, she would sit outside and gaze at the moon, her heart aching with a longing she couldn't understand. It was as though the moon called to her, whispering secrets only she could hear. Her adoptive parents, noticing her wistful nature, would often ask, "Kaguya, what is it that troubles you?" But Kaguya would only smile softly and say, "I am of the moon, and one day I will return there." As the years passed, Kaguya's beauty became known throughout the land, and soon many noble suitors came to seek her hand in marriage. Among them was the emperor himself, who heard of her and sent his most trusted men to propose. However, Kaguya was resolute. She would not marry any of them, no matter their wealth, status, or charm. Instead, she gave each suitor an impossible task, hoping to make them abandon their pursuit. To one man, she asked for a robe made of the feathers of a mythical phoenix. To another, she asked for a jewel from a dragon who lived deep in a faraway mountain. To others, she requested treasures so rare and precious that even the richest men could not obtain them. As time passed, all of Kaguya's suitors failed their tasks one by one. The emperor, having heard of these failures, grew frustrated and sent his emissaries again to Kaguya, hoping to change her mind, but Kaguya simply replied, "I cannot marry, for I am not meant to stay on this earth." One evening, under the light of a full moon, the air around Kaguya grew heavy with a strange and powerful energy. Suddenly, a figure descended from the sky, a man dressed in robes that shimmered like the stars themselves, with hair like silver threads. The figure was surrounded by a soft, ethereal glow. The man landed gently before Kaguya, his eyes full of both sadness and joy. "Kaguya," he said in a voice that sounded like the wind, "I have come to take you back. It is time for you to return home." Kaguya's heart fluttered as she realized the truth. The man before her was a messenger from the moon, sent to bring her back to her celestial home. She had always known that she wasn't from this world, and now the time had come for her to leave. "I will miss you all," Kaguya whispered, her eyes filling with tears. "I have come to love this world and the people who cared for me." The man nodded, his expression gentle. "It is your time, Kaguya. The moon is your true home. You must return to fulfill your destiny." With one final glance at the land she had grown to love, Kaguya began to ascend into the night sky. The moon seemed to shine brighter than ever before, as if it were welcoming her home.
The villagers watched in awe, their hearts heavy with loss as she rose higher and higher until she became one with the glowing moon. The light from the moon was now forever intertwined with her essence, and to this day it is said that the moon shines brighter than any other, as it carries the spirit of Kaguya-Hime, the Moon Maiden. From that day on, the villagers continued to honor Kaguya's memory. They would gather every year to celebrate the night of the full moon, telling her story to their children. They spoke of the beauty of the moon and the mysterious girl who came from it, and how her light had touched their lives.
And so, the legend of the Moon Maiden lives on, reminding all who look up at the moon of the beauty and wonder that exists in the world. It is said that when the moon is at its fullest, Kaguya's spirit watches over the earth, blessing the people who believe in her story with a sense of peace and longing. The moral of the teaches us that true beauty and love transcend earthly desires, and sometimes we must let go of what we hold dear to fulfill our higher destiny.